everyone, welcome to Edie's Craft Room. I'm Hannah Catherine Smith. Today we are in my craft room and I am so excited to show you the transformation from out of control to much more in order. The spring cleaning bug got me a couple videos back. I'll be sure to link my scrap busting video above, and that has set me on the path of making my space one that I truly enjoy and is also functional. So without any major overhauls, keeping my budget under $300 and doing it all myself in my small space, here is my craft room transformation and tour, because these are some of my favorite videos to watch on YouTube. I think all of us are just a little bit nosy.
All right, this is where we're starting. The real deal of what my craft room looks like. Yes, my cat's litter box is in here. It was a sacrifice I had to make, but it works, and this is the mess. Now, I know this isn't that bad, but ultimately what I'm concerned about is it is limiting my creative time because I'm stressed about it. And also part of the problem is I'm lucky enough to use this sunroom in our apartment, but it looks right out into my living room. And so I feel like I can never truly relax looking at the mess and looking what's waiting for me here. It's not a good feeling and something has to change. So I'm going to do something about it. And here is the after. Look how much better it looks. So much neater, so much more organized. Gumbo loves it too. And I feel like I can truly enjoy this beautiful space. So let me talk about this side of the room first. This is my desk. I work from home a couple of days a week. And so I decided that one of the things I needed was more storage. So I took the front table from my original sewing setup and put it over there and got rid of my previous desk so I had more drawers. And I'm not going to go through it because that's my personal items, so I'm going to jump into the crafting. Now here are my project bins. This is where I keep all of the blocks and fabrics associated with my different quilting projects. I got these boxes from Michaels. And then in this storage unit I got from IKEA, I keep some paper, some sketchbooks, some books, and of course my quilting patterns, which I keep in this mini binder that is filled with patterns, and they are encased in sheet protectors. So that is the top shelf. Now these bottom shelves, I use these boxes from IKEA. These keep my other artsy crafty items. Here I have some scrapbooking paper and some other just odds and ends. In this box, I keep a lot of my paints and other illustrative tools that I may use. And then the bottom box, it's kind of a bunch of different odds and ends, but I have some packaging items, some shipping items, just any sort of like office supply kind of things I might need. I also have this space heater, which is great because working in a sunroom, it is either hot or it is freezing with all of the windows. Cat's litter box, it's still there, but it's nice and clean, and I keep my Kona Cotton Solids 2024 calendar there. I do keep an air purifier in the room. I do like this one. I have another one in our master bedroom, and it just makes me feel better about having a litter box where I work. There's Gumbo saying hi. Let me give you a little bit of a sneak peek of my table. This is where the magic happens, and I'll go through it. Keep my Fat Quarter Shop swig cup. I love it. It has quilt blocks on it. It's currently my favorite cup to drink out of. So this top drawer, I keep my Copics. This needs to be organized a little bit more. I also keep my pins in there. They have to stay in a drawer because Gumbo is fascinated with them. I have my adhesives in here, as well as some different tools and my set of Prismacolor colored pencils. And then in here, I actually like to do my makeup in this room too because of all the natural light. I have some stamps and some different embossing and die cut folders for my paper crafting. And then in this next drawer, I keep my ink pads. That's just a stamping pad to keep the stamp even. And I have lots of ribbon. I might end up doing some more paper crafting tutorials on my channel. I love it. And I haven't done it in a little while. It was actually my first video I ever made on this channel, which is cool. And then in this bottom drawer, I keep my embellishments as well as some blocks for my stamps. So that is more or less the non-quilting side of my space other than the pins. This is my real trash can, my sewing machine pedal, and yes, we got Gumbo a lawn. He is spoiled. I did get this new chair. It's great. It's on wheels. This is from IKEA. Very comfortable. Love the color. Love how it's neutral and it looks great in the space. And I'm able just to roll them out around my room whenever I need stuff. This is my pressing station. This is a wool mat that I use to press, my iron, and then also my cutting board and my rotating cutting board. I realized for big pieces, I didn't need that extra table. I cut my big pieces on my counter, and then most of the small pieces I like cutting on my rotating cutting board, so it works out well. This top drawer, I keep my Wonder Clips, some alphabetis, some extra pens, some other different notions like glue and a measuring tape and my rotary cutter and some extra blades. I love this organizer too. I also got this from IKEA. And then in the back of this drawer, I have some extra needles as well as some other different notions. Here I have some tape for marking my 1/4-inch seams. I love this stuff. It saves me so much time. And then I have these cool little hoop things that help you when you're quilting your quilt to keep it all rolled up. I also have my adding machine paper that I use for my scrap blocks. And that is my top drawer, probably my most pulled from drawer. My second drawer, I have all of my tailor's clappers as well as a bottle of water for pressing and then some embroidery thread, which I love how pretty and beautiful that is. Also just some other things back here. I have a couple of my smaller rulers and then I also have some foundation paper that I definitely need to use. I'm really excited about that. I got a little bit of a taste of foundation paper piecing and I want to do more of it, but there's so many whips I need to finish a few first. This next drawer, I have my English paper piecing items, my hexagons, as well as some fabric and some finished little pieces. I keep all of my crumbs in this tub, and when it gets full, it's time to make some more crumb blocks. And then I also just have this jolly bar that goes with my English paper piecing stuff and a little bit of extra space for more supplies in the future. This next drawer, I keep a little bit of trim and some other just sewing items. This is for a future project I'm excited to share with you all. I have some thread, some items for a giveaway, and then I keep my embroidery floss, my DMC all in here. This is for my cross stitching, and one day I'll fill it up, but today's not that day. And then this bottom drawer, I keep a 5-pound weight. This is great for cutting lots of big pieces of fabric and keeping my ruler steady. I keep my layer cakes, a little bit of extra fabric that one day I'm going to put to good use, and an extra little container I just couldn't get rid of. I thought it was so cute. I will certainly use it for something I just know. I also want to show you this attachment. I got this little rack from IKEA. It comes with these cute little cups, which is where I keep my scissors, and my seam ripper, as well as a friction pin. So some of my most used items I keep up here, and then some other different notions. It did come with these hooks, which are awesome for hanging things. However, I plan on hanging my rulers from this, and the hooks are a little bit too big for the holes in the rulers, so I need to order some S hooks. I just haven't done that yet, but that is the plan, to get them off the floor and a little bit more organized. Gumbo also got a new bed out of all of this, so I think he was pretty excited about that. And here he goes get into it. Now, this is my piano. I do play piano. I love music as well. And I'm just really happy with how my space turned out. The natural light is just beautiful, and Gumbo and I are loving it. One other thing I wanted to show you, this is my entryway. I do have this storage piece where I keep some other quilting stuff. So this is where I keep my finished quilt tops and the backing that goes with them, as well as the binding, before they go to the long arm quilter, as well as any backings that I already have ordered or purchased for other whips. These are my fat quarters, and I keep my scraps that are not yardage here.
Thank you so much for spending some time in my craft room with me today. It is always such an honor to have you share some of your valuable time with me every week. If you liked what you saw and don't want to miss future videos, please subscribe to my channel. It would be so exciting to see you back here again. And until then, have a wonderful rest of your day and happy crafting!